Okay, yes, you saw the video title, you saw the video topic. Running out of Zimbabwe, running out of the country, running out of the nation is not the solution. Is not the solution. I know we've been having problems, social, economic, political. I know we've been having problems. I understand that. But I've come to a point to know and to understand that to run out of Zimbabwe, to run out of the country, to run out of this nation, Republic of Zimbabwe, is not the solution, is not the best solution. This is because when you run out of this country, when you run out of this nation, and you go to any country, South Africa, UK, US, or United Arab Emirates, New Zealand, Canada, Australia, whatever country that you go and stay in, that you go and work in, that you go and reside in, where you left the country, the position where you left the country at, this is where you're going to find it. After whatsoever amount of years that you're going to spend there as you come back to this country or into this nation, the position or the state or the condition that you left this country at is what you're going to find after so many years when you finally come back again to this country. The condition or the state or the position that you left the economy, that you left the country at, that you left the nation at, that you left Zimbabwe at, is what you're going to find after you finally come back to this country. Let's say, rather, for example, maybe after 10 years or 5 years or 7 years or 9 years or even, 3 years. Some even spent 15 years abroad or 20 years abroad, 21 years abroad, 23 years abroad. Yes, I've seen such kind of examples, such extreme examples. All these days abroad, 21, 22, 23 years abroad. So the condition of the state, of the position where you left this country at, this Zimbabwe, Republic of Zimbabwe, is what you're going to find, is what you're going to see when you finally come back to this country. So running out of Zimbabwe, going out of this country to any country for greener pastures, to some extent, classically speaking or categorically speaking, is not the best solution. This is what I've come to know. This is what I've come to understand. At my age right now, yes, this is what I've come to know, that no, it's not the best solution. But this is what I think. To stay in Zimbabwe and help each other, both Shona people and Ndebele people, help each other, come together, bind ourselves together, and if we forge ahead to build this economy, to build this country, to build our nation. This is what I think is the best. Political, economic, socially, come together, resolve our issues, come on the table. We negotiate everything and come to an agreement, come to a good agreement, favorable settlement, and we build this country, build our economy, and we resolve our governance system. I think this is the best solution. Not to run out of the country, not to go out of the country, not to fly or flee out of the country or out of this nation to all the nations of the world, to all the countries of the world. I don't think it's the best solution. I don't think it's the best solution. This is what I've come to understand. This is what I've come to know. Of course, personally, I was in South Africa for 15 years. I was in South Africa for 15 years studying at, this other university, legendary university in South Africa. I was studying because I got a scholarship, I got a bursary. But now I come back to this country, or I came back to this country after I was done. Of course, I have to participate in the development process, in the growth process, socially, economically, politically. I was in South Africa studying 15 years, right from first year until PhD, and I finally came back to this country. Of course, to participate in the development process, in the growth process, like what I've said earlier on. I saw the need, like, no, let me go back home to Zimbabwe. Let me pack my bags and go to Zimbabwe and help in the growth of Zimbabwe, help in the development process of Zimbabwe. And I'm here. I've got 7 months, good months in Zimbabwe, 6, 7 months in Zimbabwe. Yes. And I'm already making my contribution, of course, in my own way, in my own personal way, own unique way, in my own amazing way. Of course, I will not tell you, I will not disclose to you what I'm doing to participate in the growth and development process of Zimbabwe. I will not tell you what I'm doing, but I'm doing my own. I'm contributing positively in my own unique way, own amazing way, in my own beautiful way. Running out of Zimbabwe, going out of this country to flee and fly out of this country, out of this nation, Zimbabwe, to any country, whatever country in the world, in whatever continent, in whatever region. No, is not the solution. The position that you left Zimbabwe at is what you're gonna see after you come back to this country after whatever yes, that position, that condition, that state that you're gonna leave Zimbabwe in is what you're gonna see, is what you're gonna find after you finally came back to this country. When you spend your years, then you say, let me go back home. This is what you're gonna see. That position, that condition, that state that you left Zimbabwe in is what you're gonna see when you come back again. When you come back again. So what about staying? What about living, staying in Zimbabwe? And we help each other collectively. Collectively, we help each other to resolve our issues, to fix our issues as one people, as one country, as one nation. This is what I think. This is what I think. As one people, as one people in one country, in one nation. This is what I think. Yeah. Any comments? Drop in the comment section, in the comment box. I'm done talking.